What up, everybody? Dred here. We're on number 98 out of 100 on new metal agenda's greatest list of new metal albums of all time. Today we're doing a band called PAX217. We're doing the album, which is called 217. Looks like this band has 2 albums out. I gotta check the other one out at some point. I'd never heard of this band prior to this list. So they are actually a Christian band from Orange County, California. It's kind of bizarre. Not a ton of Christian bands in the new metal scene. Right out of the gate, let you know what the band's name means, because I had no freaking clue. I had to look it up. Pax means peace in Latin, I guess, which is kind of nifty. And the 217 part is from a Bible verse. That's how you got the name. Right out of the gate, I want to say, I don't even think this is a new metal album, in all honesty. I don't hear a lot of the stuff that a new metal band would have, but I'll get into that later. I hear more like 311 than anything, if you guys know what the band 311 is, which is like a reggae rock, alternative, rappy, kind of got their own style, but generally you hear them on like a rock station or an alternative station or something along those lines. Not that you can't find new metal on rock stations or alternative stations for that matter, but I don't hear new metal in this. But like I said, I'll get into that later. Like I'm not totally, like, I'm not religious myself. I'm not I'm not against it or anything like that either. It's just never been a part of my life, so I'm probably gonna misinterpret some stuff lyrically throughout this. Don't fucking cancel me. It's an innocent mistake. I try to do as much research as I could, but like, there's a huge knowledge gap for me here. Anyhow, let's dig in. So right out of the gate, first track is titled AM. We get some of that turntable scratching that you'd be expecting in a new metal song. Starts it right off. My first thought when I heard this was, am I listening to 311? Like, I had to go check my phone, make sure I didn't hear 311, because the music and the vocals sound like damn near the same. The reggae rock rap, like I was saying earlier, is exactly how I would explain this. That's exactly what it is. Spoiler alert, bulk of the album's kind of like that. There's a very upbeat to this song, another theme that carries out through, in the album. It's just a very upbeat, positive, song. A lot of the Christian stuff seems to be like that, but it's a solid opener. I think the song's a love song, or it's supposed to be a love song with Jesus. I don't know which, but I'm not totally sure. But check it out; it's a good opener to the album. I give the song a thumbs up. Excuse me. So track 2 is called Sandbox Praise. The song follows the same style as the previous songs. Got the kind of the 311 sound, reggae rock rap. That's what I'm going to call it, because I don't know what else to call it. Starts out with some of the a little bit more heavier riffing, more hard rock sounding riffing, some drumming like that too. I don't know what the message of the song is. I'm guessing it's along the lines of don't lose your faith as you mature and grow up. Could also be about losing your innocence as you mature, which is kind of similar, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not religious. I do like trying to decipher these songs, because this is a challenge for me, which is always good. It's good to challenge yourself. But decent song. I don't have a crazy opinion on it one way or another. That being said, move on to track 3, which is entitled Prism, which is my favorite song on the album. First things first, for some reason, they spell prism with a Z where the S should be. I guess they had to try to be new metal and be edgy or whatever and throw that in there. Fine, whatever. I'm not going to dock them because the song's really good. My stupid ass thought this song was called Prison, like a jail, the first time I heard this. And I thought the lyrics were supposed to be like a political message, like we got too many people in the prisons or something like that. I'm not going to get all into it. And they talk about like a flag of freedom and floating what I thought was prison, but it's prism or something like that. I'm like, okay, interesting concept, but why the hell is a Christian band talking about this? Like that just seems not something that they would talk about. Like I said, I don't know. I guess irreligious as far as I'm concerned, whatever you want to call that. That was very bizarre to me. And then I realized, oh shit, it's called Prism, and I'm fucking stupid. Which makes sense because they talk about literally, I don't remember the exact lyrics, but it's like the red, the yellow, the blue, the indigo. Like, you know, the colors come out of the prism. Makes sense to me now. But lyrically, the song's really cool. I'm not going to cite everything. Check it out. That's one big thing that I like about this song. Ultimately, I think the message of the song is that people of all different backgrounds or religions or even just different people, like different attitudes, different lifestyles, whatever, we all can get to, you know, come together, live together on this earth. And that, like, God is kind of above us in that sense. He's got, you know, keep us together on this earth, all living together and whatnot. So it's a cool little message. I really like the chorus of this, which I think is like, I think the whole band is singing, but I can't really tell. And they all mesh together really well, and that kind of brings everything up a notch for me. But this is my favorite song off the album. I really enjoy it. Go check it out. That brings us to track 4. Check 217 is what the song is called. 217 is obviously in the band's name and in the album, so at some point there was going to be a shout out song, forgive me. This is kind of the shout out song, I would say. I think the song's about, like, kind of getting yourself together before you go and try to, you know, take care of everybody else, help everybody else out, which I feel like in today's society is something people need to hear, as selfish as that's going to sound. Always take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to properly take care of other people. That's just the way it is. That's a fact. So you always got to make sure that you, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever, you got your shit together before you go and try to get everyone else's, you know? But I love that message. If that's what the message is supposed to be, like I said, I don't know. That's my interpretation of it. Could be about the 217 verse as well, that they kind of reference in their name, or I guess inspired them to make that name, or the same thing with the album 217. It's just kind of standard rock rap stuff, rock rap stuff. It's okay. Like I said, a song I don't really have a strong opinion on one way or another, but it's solid. Track 5 is called Squid, spelled S-K-W-I-D, not like the cephalopod. Squid. And I was like, why did they write a song about a squid? First time I looked at the track list, I'm like, what the hell? And I inferred, okay, squid's gotta be a person or a pet or something, because what else is it gonna be? What the hell is a squid that's spelled like this? So I did some research. That's the drummer's name. Drummer's name is Squid. This is about him being born prematurely, but still living to tell the tale, because apparently the doctor said he wasn't going to live, so that's a pretty inspiring message. Clearly he proved him wrong. Props to him. I'm glad he could do that, because he could make this cool song. At this point, though, I'm going to be kind of honest. This reggae rock rap stuff is not really something that I would go out of my way to listen to. The majority of the time, it's not really my style, so I'm getting a little fatigued at this point with the album. Like, alright, give me something a little bit different. You know, we've heard 5 songs now of a pretty similar style. So that takes us to track 6, which is called No Place Like Home. This is like, I think the closest to nu metal they're going to get. This song might not even actually be nu metal, in all honesty. It's got a lot of the things that nu metal has. It kind of reminds me of early Incubus, if anyone's ever heard Fungus Among Us before. It's that the funky alternative, some metal thrown in there, the DJ scratching. It's kind of got stereotypical nu metal lyrics with the broken home cliche stuff. That's pretty much the bulk of the lyrics in this song. I won't go through all of them. It's not a bad song, but it's not a memorable one. This is one of the heavier songs, though, like I said, and I do think this kind of actually borderlines on the nu metal territory, so props to them, I guess, if that's what they're going for. I feel like in this song, they got to that nu metal point. It takes us to track 7, entitled Free to Be. Finally, we get something a little bit different. which is pretty much a straightforward like reggae song in my book. Very relaxing, chill song. I actually really like this song. I think the message of the song is, don't worry, cause the Lord's got your back. At least that's how I interpreted it. It's a cool lyrical theme. They also talk about somebody named Joshua. I didn't do the research of this because they keep saying Joshua's house burned down. I don't know who Joshua is, but man, does that freaking suck. Because I know in the time of this album came out, there was no GoFundMe or any of that shit. So, like, dude, he was probably fucked. Dude, I hope you're back where you need to be. I hope you got a home and everything, Joshua. This is like 20 plus years now. But man, I hope you're doing good. I like the song. Track 8 is called Shalom. I hope I pronounced that right. I don't remember the song that well, to be honest. I do like to build up a lot to this song. That part I do remember. It's to like it's a lot of them slow build up songs. About the 1:20 minute mark, 1 minute 20 second mark. The song kind of kicks into full gear. It's got like, the build up reminds me of like a battle cry almost. Like, it's got like military sounding drums. It's very energetic. The rest of the song is just the standard stuff on the rest of it, the reggae, rap, rock, whatever you want to call it. But I do hear more of the rock part on this song. But it's a solid song. Track 9 is called Forever Mind. Same as the other parts of the album, you're getting your reggae, rock, rap. I'm kind of getting burnt out at this point, like legit burned out. Even though there was a song in there I did like a lot. That being said, the lyrics of this song, loved them. Pretty sure they're about either it's like losing a friend or a lover and kind of being on the taking like a positive outlook on the situation and looking forward to seeing them in heaven. Or if you're not religious like me, if there's some sort of afterlife or something like that, you can look forward to seeing them there. So I do like that message a lot. That's enough to give a thumbs up for me. So that takes us to track 10 here, titled Gratitude. So this is a faster tempo song. There's not a ton of them on this album. It's a shorter song too, clocking in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Just want to say, whoever starts rapping around the minute mark in the song, don't ever do it again. Like, I'm sorry, but this is not for you. It's okay. I'm pretty sure I'm not a good rapper either. But dude, this dude's voice, it sounds like it's fucking like Alvin and the Chipmunks trying to go and like spit some bars or some shit on SoundCloud. Just no, it doesn't sound good. Don't do it. Okay. I don't really have an opinion on the rest of the song either way. It's another just kind of, it's their song for me. Takes us to track, what are we on, 11 now, which is called Killjoy Holiday. Another song, kind of follows the same thing as everything else. I don't really have a strong opinion on it, but this is the skip song for me. This is just very meh song all around. Just super meh. If you're going to skip a song, skip this one. That's what I would do. Now, we're at the end of the album with track 12, entitled Until the Sun. This is like, pretty much like, it's like an alternative rock song, a little bit of reggae thrown in. It's very soft, very mellow, a little bit different from what we've been hearing now. I do think this is a very strong closer to the album. I actually like this song a lot. I would say this is probably my second favorite behind Prism on this album. I like when the band does these softer songs. I think this is a stronger suit for them. I wish they would make more of that. Not that they can't do the other stuff, but for me, this is what I prefer. I think they're very good at this softer alternative style. The actual song ends around the 3 minute and 30 second mark. And then there's a little guitar instrumental that lingers on for like another, I think, 2 or 3 minutes, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like when bands do that. If you're going to have an instrumental section like linger on, it's got to be like really complex or have a bunch of stuff going on, or my brain's just kind of like tuned out and I'm ready to turn the thing off. Unfortunately, the guitar here is just the same like notes over and over, and it just lingers. It doesn't go anywhere. I don't care for it. The actual song is really good. I really liked it. I would say it's a highlight of the album. Now, we finished the album. What do I think? Like I said, this particular style is not really my cup of tea overall. I'm not a huge reggae dude. So it's, like I said, it's fine. I got into some of these songs. Like I said, not for me. Other people that like 311 or like reggae, whatever, check this out. This is probably right in your territory. I still stand by. I think this is more of just that reggae, rock, rap thing, whatever you want to call that, more than it's new metal. I don't hear new metal in this. I don't hear down-tuned, like, chuggy guitars. I don't hear, like, super angsty, depressing lyrics. There's, like, a little bit sprinkled in there. Like, what was the song? No Place Like Home had the Broken Home lyrics, and that song's probably pretty close. Still don't think as a whole that the album is. There's not really any harsh vocals here. There's no screaming, there's no death growling, nothing like that. There's no, like, electronic, there's no industrial, there's no grunge, not a ton of funky stuff. I don't hear new metal here. This is, we'll just be bronze, this is alternative, right? I still think this is a solid album. It's worth a listen. Like I said, not really what I go out of my way to listen to, but they do that reggae rap style or rock style pretty well. Just for me, it's almost the whole album, and the songs just blend together for me. I can't pick them apart. It's too repetitive. It'd be nice to see some different stuff going on in there. Like a lot of the stuff like Until the Sun, which is the last track that had this softer alternative sound. Really like that. Would have loved to see more of it. The Christian spin is unique. Like I said, not a ton of Christian, especially like reggae, rap, rock bands out there. I think POD is the only other one. Also, POD is a legit new metal band. Guessing we'll be getting into them at some point later down the list. So, final rating here. I was kind of unsure where to put this because this isn't really something that I go out of my way to listen to. So I'm like, so how do I rank this? Because this is not particularly my cup of tea. So I did this very simply. I listened to Trigger from Design 19. I listened to Still Sucks by Limp Bizkit. Where does this fall between the two of those? So I got it down to, well, in the end, I'd put this on over Still Sucks, which, even as a big Limp Bizkit dude, Still Sucks wasn't the greatest thing they had. But I put this over Trigger? Nah, I don't think I would. So, that being said, this is very easy. I gave Still Sucks a 6 out of 10. I give Design 19's Trigger a 8 out of 10. So where does this land? Smack dab in the middle, 7 out of 10. That's the final score. Pretty simple. Yeah. Go check it out. I actually do plan on checking out the band's other album that I cannot remember the name of at the moment, just to see what it's like. I would recommend this album. If you're not a new metal guy, just give it a listen. Might be your cup of tea. Like I said, if you like POD, maybe because POD's got some of that reggae, rock, rap, little bits of it in there too, you might like this. 311 fans, this is up your alley. Check this shit out. Sublime's another one I hear you could probably, if you like Sublime, check this out. So, yeah, 7 out of 10 is my final verdict. So next album is number 97. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but that will be the next one. So we've done 3 albums now. That's the 4th, in other words. I'll be back with another review here at some point. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.